Hi, everybody, and welcome to Talk to Rose, episode 80. How is everybody doing tonight? So, on this show, we talk about everything going on in the world, good, bad, raggedy, and wonderful. So, it's still been a raggedy world out there, but let me see. We'll get this show going, and I want to thank everybody that's tuning in and everybody that tunes in weekly. Thank you guys. And make sure you press the like button and share and subscribe if you haven't done that already. And I'm going to get right on into everything. So I'll have everybody introduce themselves starting from the top to the bottom. I don't know if y'all can see how it is, but introduce themselves starting from the top to the bottom. I don't know if y'all. Okay, somebody got to turn their thing off. I don't know who it is. So who wants to start? We'll start at the top. Asia, you're first.
So hello, everybody. My name is Melanin Madam, and I have a YouTube channel as well where Ro and I discuss amazing topics on Tuesday nights, and that is who I am. The other questions will come later.
Porsche.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Portia Davis, and I'm excited to get into these questions later, so we'll go from there.
Nikki.
Hi, everybody. I am Nashon B. Glover, go by Nikki, and let's get it started.
Hi, my name is Mommy Wells, Roshonda. What is it? The podcast, one of them. Mommy. I'm just glad to be here, ladies.
Woo! We're happy to have you, Mommy.
I'm Coach Nita.
I am Kiosha Nicole.
Okay, thank you, ladies, so much for being on tonight. China said hello, everybody. Hi,
baby.
China, Mommy's trying to say it hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
Okay, so we're going to get right into everything. So it is still Happy International Women's Month. So happy International Women's Month to all the women in the world. We deserve it. We need more than 1 month, but we'll settle for this right now. It's still Endometriosis Awareness Month, and we dug into that a lot. Juanita might be able to tell you about something that happened to her this week, and it was good that she watched the show because she knew exactly what the doctor was talking about, because just because she watched the show, she was able to know exactly what the doctor was talking about. So that was good. So we'll go right into our first thing. So I have a Black history moment. You guys know I still do that every month because they're trying to delete our Black history. So I have to keep that going on. So our Black History Month is from Valerie Thomas. She was the one who invented 3D movies. So I'll let you guys watch this.
This is another Black in Review moment. Did you know a Black woman paved the way for 3D movies? Valerie Thomas was born in Maryland in 1943. In the late 70s, Thomas discovered that concave mirrors can create the illusion of three-dimensional objects and began experimenting with how she could visually transmit the 3D illusion. In 1980, she patented the illusion transmitter, a device that created the illusion of three-dimensional images in movies. Before her invention, movies were limited to 2 dimensions. Her invention brought the magic of 3D movies to life and continues to impact the movie industry today. Valerie Thomas is a revolutionary inventor in the world of movies. So the next time you enjoy a 3D movie, remember the hard work and ingenuity of Valerie Thomas. Like and follow Black in Review for more moments like this.
So that is our Black History moment for tonight. Did you guys know about this young lady?
I think I've heard of her.
Yes. But just as of last year. I didn't know before last year. I heard about it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's good that we still do this, because it's a lot of stuff we don't know, and just think they're trying to erase all this stuff that we won't have
Yeah.
no Black history at all. So
Absolutely.
that's our Black History moment for tonight, and we only have one hot topic. Can you guys believe I'm only doing one hot topic? I can't believe it. So this one is near dear to my heart because I was a knock shift nurse. So it's a 24-year-old knock shift nurse in Atlanta. She will be charged with homicide after falling asleep at the wheel, causing a crash. So she had worked 3 12-hour shifts, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And on her way home, she fell asleep and she hit a car from behind. So when she hit the car, it caused the crash. And when the paramedics came to get her, she went into cardiac arrest 2 times. Then when the lady got to the hospital, she went into cardiac arrest another time, and she was pronounced unalive there. So they're charging her with manslaughter. My question is to you guys, do you guys feel like she should be charged at all, or what do you guys think? Should she be charged or should she not? And then I'll say how I feel at the end. So how do you guys feel about it? Even in the comments, do you guys feel like she should be charged or should she be let go? Because just how do you guys feel? Because I'll give away my answer.
I think there should be a consequence, but I don't think it should be that. But I also think there should be a consequence on the organization, because they shouldn't have let her work those hours like that. And from HR perspective, we have a responsibility to our employees as well to protect them. Maybe now they won't let you guys work hours like that. No matter how understaffed you are, it's just not safe. And you have to face the consequences when you leave that building. So no, I don't think it should be what they said, but I do think there should be some type of consequence, but not that. She didn't do it on purpose.
Anybody else?
It's
I
an
don't think she should be charged.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's an accident. Accidents happen. She could have been wide awake and still hit somebody. It's
Mhm.
an accident. That's exactly what it was, an accident.
Yeah.
Isn't there one called involuntary manslaughter or something like that?
Yes, there is, but there's definitely consequences to that as well. As far as the years, right? It is significantly lower, but if she does plead to involuntary manslaughter, it's at least 5 years. But I agree with Ms. Glover when I say it was an accident, right? There's car accidents every year. So being charged with murder and she does not have any substance in her bloodstreams, she should be charged with murder.
Not at all.
Anybody else?
Yeah,
That
I
just
think
changed my perspective. Okay.
I think she should be charged. I don't, because if it was one of our family members or whoever, we would want the same, but but still have compassion, mercy, hear them out. And like you said, she worked three, whatever those hours like that. That should have been a cutoff. So the job should have said, we appreciate your helping us, but that's too much. You need to get some rest. So they're going to feel bad as well.
They're not
Yeah.
going to feel bad, mommy. That is the normal shift for
I was
nurses.
just about to say
12-hour shifts,
bad.
12-hour shifts, and even though they tell you working 12, you will absolutely never get out of there at 12. You're doing 13 or 14 hours.
Oh, somebody got to turn their volume down. Yeah, they're not gonna let. This is my perspective on it because I was a knock shift nurse for over 12, 13 years. I worked knock shift, and it's plenty of times that I have fell asleep and I have got stopped by the police and everything. When the police have pulled me over there, asked me where I'm coming from. I'm coming from work. I work knock shift. Okay, I'm gonna ride behind you for a little bit to make sure you get home safe and then go to sleep. I have fallen asleep at red lights. So it could happen. But some people say, well, you should pull over and go to sleep, or go to sleep in the parking lot or something. But it's like sometimes you can do that, and then when you wake up, you still be tired. So I do agree that I feel like the 12-hour shifts, they should probably break them up now to where it's not 3 12s in a row, but they're not going to do that. So I feel like it should. I don't think that she should be charged. I know other people probably feel like if that was your family member, you would want her to get charged. But like they said, it's an accident. People do worse things than that don't get no time. So a nurse that's help people's life, saving people's life on a daily. Now y'all gonna do that. I feel like we're the only occupation that they do this kind of stuff to.
It's not true. Remember with truck drivers, when they was getting in accidents back to back, killing people, there became regulations to regulate that. So people do care. And we didn't have no chill for them. Remember, we was like, you should have pulled over, you being greedy. They was going to jail. All of that stuff was happening. So it can happen.
Wait, you said, Nikki, you said they didn't get jail time?
They did get jail time, or they got fined. But the thing is, they're not going to change nurses. For one, they're too short staffed, period. I just got 6 texts today from one of my jobs. They need people like back to back to back. So when I go into work tomorrow, I might be the only nurse on the floor. The only difference is some nurses, this is their only income. This is their only livelihood. People like me would be like, yep, I'm out, deuces. But anybody else, this is where your money is at. You can't just walk off your job. And then if nurses are new to this field, if they don't realize that they're short-staffed and accept them narcotic keys, you better not walk off that job. You finna lose your license. They don't care how many people you gotta take care of. You walk off that job and you didn't accept them narcotic keys, you lost your license. So I mean, it's just a catch-22 for us. Nurses have it bad. Doctors have it bad. We have to be there. We don't get a choice. We don't get to say these are too many hours. And, you know, when people hear 12 hours, they say, oh, that's bad. But we're not really doing 12. We're doing 13, 14, sometimes 15 hours. If a nurse don't show up for the next shift, you can't leave until somebody relieves you. And that could be 24 hours. So, I mean, I don't think should be charged. I think that they need to change our regulations.
And also,
Agreed.
I would say doctors do have suites in there where they can go to sleep. The doctors, they can get they get a little more leeway than the nurses do. They have places for them to sleep, but for nurses, they don't. And like you said, I used to call at times and be like, when I wake up, how many nurses y'all got tonight? Because if y'all don't got, I'm not coming in. Y'all better call somebody else to come in, because we need to have enough nurses there. I'm about to do this whole floor. And how many CNAs you got? How many CNAs I have? I'm not doing. Once I really got into it and I really didn't care no more, I would be on their ass. Like, no, I'm not taking okay. I'm not even coming to work. So if y'all know that y'all don't have enough nurse staff, just know that I'm calling off, because I'm not about to come and do that. But like I said, that's why I feel bad for the girl. And I hope everything goes okay with her. So I'm gonna keep up with this story, because I feel so bad for her that they would charge her with that when it was literally an accident. I know people, like I said, my friend passed away from being in an accident. Somebody hit her trying to catch somebody that hit them. No jail time. And they literally unalived her on impact.
And you know what's crazy? Sorry. It's crazy too, because my brother, my dad, 2 of my brothers, and my sister all got hit by a classmate of mine that was a drunk driver. And they were walking and they got hit, and my brother was unalived instantly. And the other 3 had to learn how to walk again and everything. And that man only got charged with involuntary manslaughter and only got 5 years for unaliving my brother and hitting the rest of my family.
Yeah.
So if they go after her for even more, that's crazy.
That's wild. Yeah.
It really
But it
is.
also, we're living in the times, what is her ethnicity? Because if she black, she finna
No,
get the
she
book
ain't.
slammed
She
against
white.
her.
She
Oh,
white.
she ain't gonna get no time. She gonna get a slap on the wrist and sent home.
Yeah, she's well, I think it depends on also what state. She's in Georgia. So I don't know their laws out there, but we'll see how it goes.
There
She's
are
gonna
other states. She should be fine.
She's
She'll
gonna
be
get a
just fine. She's in
Yeah.
the Bible Belt. She will
And
be
they're
just fine.
Yeah, and they're probably going to change policies behind this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's one of them. But if it was one of us, it's a whole different. First and foremost, we're not supposed to have nursing license. We shouldn't be educated enough to be a nurse. That's A. B, we shouldn't be working all these hours because the first thing they say we should, whatever the case may be. So she'll be just fine.
Okay, I hope so, because I was really sad about that because I know how it feel to work knock shift. Okay, so that's our hot topic.
Look, all that
Everybody,
with Shonda. One
yes.
thing I could say, it depends on her. Well, first God in it for her, and then the jury, the jurors that will be on her case, and the judge. So the whole team.
Yeah, but like they said, if she's this race, then she probably will just
She's not gonna even make it to the courtroom. They're gonna cut a deal with her.
I don't think she'll make it to the courtroom. But if she did, my
They gonna cut
statement
her
would be
deal.
very correct because you have people that have been impacted by it. Some people just don't care. My person's not here. I don't care. I want you to suffer. And
that
that
lady
can happen.
she was an older lady. She was in her 70s.
You forgot to tell the most important part. I was like, something missing. The woman is 70.
Yeah, she was in her
working
70s.
like that.
I think they said she was 76 or
That
something.
company needs to be in trouble. You should not be working like that.
No, the lady who was unalive was 76. The girl that did it was 24. So she's a new nurse. They said she only had her license for a couple of years. Like,
Oh, okay.
And I
Okay,
can
so
guarantee you she's worked more than 12 hours because they be on that money.
yeah, they do.
I was at that age. I can't even lie.
I did too, but I know when I started falling asleep and having bad headaches, that's when I
I
was like,
stopped.
yep, I was like, I couldn't do knock shift no more. I would
Mhm.
literally have migraines and I would be sleepy, but I wouldn't be able to fall asleep once I got home.
That's
So I was
not a normal hour to be up anyway.
It's
So you're
not.
already fighting against your natural body, and then doing something like that is very difficult. I feel for people that have to do that.
Okay, so
good
that's our
topic.
hot topic for tonight. Everybody make sure you press the like button. If you're watching right now, press the like button. And we're going to get into the main topic tonight. You are that girl, and it's ladies. I can't even say ladies. Ladies night. Oh, this is ladies night.
That's what I hear in my head.
And I feel all right.
Where's my
Okay.
millionaire? Is he feeling right?
Okay, so I want all the women here tonight to explain what they do in life, their accolades and everything like that. And then we'll go from there. So we'll start at the top with you, madam.
Okay, so we'll start with my education. I was the first woman in my family to get my master's degree. I'm not anymore, but I was the first one to get my master's degree. I have a nonprofit, Divine Purpose. By career, I am a project manager for a power company, and I also do HR. And then I have my content creation where I do YouTube, and I'm currently rolling out my digital product. I just finished it. It's my first journal coloring book, and it will be available on Saturday on Amazon.
Yay!
Really
Congratulations.
good.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
Porsche.
Hi, you guys. Again, I am Portia Davis, and I am a business consultant in management. I'm also an owner of NOM, which is a nonprofit. It's called New Approach to Mental Health, and it's a domestic violence center. And so I am going to be rolling that out here in Nevada in the next 4 years. I am also a hydroperisteam therapist. I steam vaginas, and we did talk a lot about that last week on Rose's show, and I hope that it reached a lot of you guys because our health and wellness is so important. And not only do this method work for women, but it also works for men as well. Today, I was accepted into the master's degree program. I'm going all the way, y'all. I said I'm gonna have my PhD in the next 5 years. I'm not playing about that. So I was accepted into the master's degree program for business administration, and I did a self-designed program this time around because I really wanted to focus on what Madam is doing, the project management. I don't know, for me, it's like a dream because I do help people run and start and run their businesses and run them effectively. So I really, that learning about that was like, oh shit, this is my niche. Like I need to really, really excel in that. But I also am looking into finance and entrepreneurship as well. So that's where I'm going to be working at this go round. I start in September, and it's going to literally be the day after I return from getting my degree, graduating, like walking the stage. I wanted to do this so that my kids, my children see like it's never too late, regardless of the circumstances. When you start, as long as you finish, that's what's important. And then when Keisha get into her, talking about what she does, I also help assist her in a wonderful, wonderful movement. But I would love for her to elaborate on that.
Okay, next.
Hi, y'all. I'm the Shelby. Let me see. Let me start from the beginning. I've been a nurse 30 years. I got tired of nursing because of all the politics that goes along with it. So I decided I wanted to help people with mental health. So I got my bachelor's in psychology and racial profiling and stuff like that. And when I was in the master's degree program for psychology and profiling, I realized the FBI wanted me to be away from my 5 children for too long. So I hurry up and said, nah, we ain't doing that because I need to be home to raise my children. So I switched over to education, and I have 2 masters, one in psych, one in education. And then my mom was like, well, that's not enough. So I ended up getting my PhD. I'm sorry, I have dogs. Sorry.
That's
So I
that's
ended
a
up getting my PhD in education leadership and development. And after I finished my PhD, I was like, yeah, I'm not done. So I went to law school.
Wow.
And after 2 years of it fighting with my instructors, who is not of my melanated skin, I decided that law was not for me because they have 2 sets of laws, one for us and one for them. And I was always fighting. And my goal when I went to law school was to go after crooked cops and crooked lawyers and judges. And certain people in my family felt that I was going to get us hurt because once I get a hold of something, I'm like a pit bull. I'm not going to stop. So I ended up stopping that. And then I realized I wasn't at peace, even with all the degrees and all the things I did. I just was not at peace. So I ended up starting a ranch because I realized as a nurse, the garbage they feeding us is what's killing us. So I was like, okay, I want to grow and raise my own food. I want to know what's in it. I want to know that it lived a good life. And from there, I've been at peace. I absolutely love running my ranch. It's peaceful. It's a sense of knowing that I'll never go hungry.
For real.
Right.
So that's my accolades. Not a whole lot, but
That's
it's
a lot.
Not a whole lot.
Right.
I'm
Okay,
over here
Coach.
like, let me sign up for something else.
Right.
I love it. I love it. Like you an inspiration for real,
For
for real.
real.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach
okay.
Nita.
I actually have anxiety about doing stuff like this because I don't like to talk about me. I just like to listen to folks. But by day, I'm Coach Nita. Shout out to Rose. I just want to say I'm very proud of you for following through. I knew this was once a vision, but in order to birth a vision, it takes, consistency. So you've been consistent. So I just want to give you your flowers and tell you that I
Thank you.
see you. My name is Nita, and let me see. Hey, what's up? I have a master's in clinical psychology. I'm an MFT. I run a very creative program where I integrate mental health and physical health. I'm also a personal trainer. So I run a mental health-based boxing club where I teach boxing as a replacement coping skill to target anxiety, depression, SI, HI, just trauma in general. I'm also a professor. I teach at a local university, and I teach cognitive behavioral therapy, law, and ethics. What else? What else has God blessed me with? Let me see. I also have a partial educational doctorate that I will be going back. That is my goal next year to finish that. And educational, just education in general. I also run, with the help of Amanda, who's on here, a brand called Coach Nita Watson. So I do public speaking. I have hosted events where I've taught boxing at local universities, upwards to 5,000 people. But I really talk about the importance of anxiety. And many of you all that know me know that I can be go gadget when it's time to go. But when that lens is off, I'm very introverted. What else do I do? I'm also an associate director at a local nonprofit that I do during the day. So I work with the unhoused. I supervise other clinicians. So I am their clinical supervisor. But at the end of the day, to legs, I'm just Minnie. And to y'all, I'm just Nita. Rashonda, do not be calling out my government on this thing.
You know,
I'm a visionary. I think that I was blessed to see things that other people don't see. And I feel honored to be blessed with these gifts and talents, to bless other people and to heal other people in a way that's unorthodox, an unorthodox approach to therapy. I am proud to be a woman of color and a clinician. I am proud of just our family in general. I'm proud of every woman that's on this screen. So I know that's a lot, but the sum it all of it is I believe that I've been on this planet just to be a healer.
I would agree.
Very good, very good.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, mommy going to go. Okay, you can go, mommy.
okay. Well, this is me, Juanita. So many names. We won't go through all the names and titles that I carry. But anyway, this thing, God, I've retired, been blessed to retire from my jobs at Lippy Glass, and 18 years, and so I don't have so many jobs. And they prepared me for the post office. They helped me with their cars. Mine wasn't drivable enough, and they let me off. I didn't have to lie to go take a test or do this. They were so supportive of me, and I was there for 30 years plus. I retired from the post office. I retired from being an Avon lady. I don't know how long that was from after my mom. And I've been mommies to grandmommies to all the kids and all of them, and just a host of them. And that's just been my calling. My mom said she didn't think that I would ever have kids because I love kids so much. And babies, I was a built-in babysitter ever since I was a young teenager. And it just a love. And a Sunday school teacher for at least 20 something years with the little people, the ones that most people don't want to be bothered with. I had them and all. And so it just pretty much what I love doing. And I have a host of nieces and nephews and great grands. I don't know how many I have. For some Roshonda, what I got about 12. Two great grands and my grands.
Great grands. You got more great grands than you got grands, I think.
I got grands. I got some greats.
Yeah, that's why I said greats. Yeah, you got a lot.
Yeah, I got but it's a bunch, and not just. I just love kids. I just love kids and all. And so I'm just grateful to the way my mom raised me, my identical twin sister and us, to be independent and and do what you got to do, whether you single, married, whatever. If a man walk off and leave you, you got children, you take care of them babies. She said they don't ask to come. Babies don't, kids don't ask to come here. So it's when they come, you take care of them. If the daddy don't accept his part, you be there. And so I'm grateful to be there for children and just encourage young women and to do what my mom told me and my twin. Take care of the babies. They know nobody but you, and you do that. And so with that, I'm happy just to be a blessing to little people. Because one day they're going to be the grown folks like us. And when it's just and that's all I can say. I'm just happy to be raised the way I was. I wish I'd have got a little bit more deeper education, but I spent it wisely with the little people that I have in my life.
Thank you, Mommy. And now you, Miss Kiyoshi.
Hi, all. I am Kiyoshi Nicole. But my career is I am actually a social services manager. I also have a business called Success is Her, where we basically focus on branding, marketing, resume building, content creation, public relations, life coaching, anything that is going to make you successful in your life. That is the main focus. I actually am opening up my nonprofit in the next 2 months called A Village It Is, where we will focus on young women in the community. And the reason I started that is because mine by myself, I'm a single mom of 4 children, and a village I need. And that's where I met Portia because she's part of my village. And there's so many amazing women in our community and men that would love to be that village for other people. So I want to make that my nonprofit and make it a vision. Going back on Portia and what she said about, I moved to Vegas about 10 years ago, and I started a social group about 4 years ago. It's called Brunch Bunch Live. I started it because it's really hard to meet genuine, like-minded women in any community that you live in, right? And I wanted to build a sisterhood. I wanted to build a connection. I wanted to be able to be around women and be able to pour into them, as well as them pouring into me, because sometimes I need it. That is my purpose in life, right? Is to pour into and build up women. And as of today, I have over 3,000 members in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Wow.
With that happening all this year, there's been so many things. So we decided to open up new chapters, right? And we ended up opening up a chapter in Phoenix, San Diego, and our newest chapter with Miss Rowe and Alondra, Inland Empire. And I am so excited because this is about pouring into women. Like, we need those villages, we need those communities, and we need just the like-minded people. Look on this page, there are so many degrees.
Right.
Yo, this phone call made me elevate. Okay.
Right.
So imagine bringing that into a group of women every month where they look at you and you just having a conversation with them elevates their life at that time. That's my purpose. And that's why I started this group. And that's why I do what I do. And I thank you for letting me come on this platform and talk about it.
Oh, you're welcome. This is so good. Like, I'm just smiling at everybody.
I'm just smiling, right.
Like, this is really, really good. I love it so much. Like, I love to see Black educated women in everything. Like, it's because they don't really, we have to make our own platforms to really see this because they're not going to showcase it anywhere else. So honestly, I love this so much. So I'm going to get into some of the questions that I have for you guys. So, what do you guys love the most about being a woman? What is your favorite thing about being a woman? We'll start from the top all the way like that again. So, madam, you first.
I think that the thing I love about being a woman the most is learning my power. Women have such an amazing power. We are truly Mother Earth. And I feel like when you learn to use it properly, it's an amazing thing. You're a true helpmate. You're the everything. You're the doctor, the nurse, the lawyer, the caretaker. You are literally everything as one person. And if you channel that ability, like us sitting here right now, just smiling, you truly smile from your soul, seeing somebody else happy. So we're all of that. I don't have girlfriends. Girls are this way. No, they're not. We don't know. Half of us know each other and half of us don't. And we smile through everybody's
Right.
thing, right? I think that's the most amazing thing to me about being a woman is the wholeness and the happiness from being Mother Earth.
What about you, Porsche?
Oh, that was so beautiful.
My love.
So what I appreciate about being a woman is my intuitive gifts. I love that I am able to see myself in everyone that I encounter. I'm grateful for that because I know that with that energy, I can help change lives. So I thank the universe. I thank God daily for that. My calling is I'm a healer too, Coach Nita. You know what I'm saying? And I am confirmed every day of my life. There's just confirmation from everywhere, from people I ain't never met before in my life walking up to me telling me, I know who you are. So I'm just grateful to be in alignment with that. And, you know, I'm here to change the world. So we got each other. We can do that.
Thank you. Miss Nikki?
I think the most beautiful thing about being a woman is being a Black woman because we're trailblazers. We don't get it easy. Everything we get, we have to work harder. We have to be 10 times stronger, 10 times more mentally capable. We have to put not only us into it, we got to put our ancestors from way back into it to make it to where we're going. So to me, the most beautiful thing about being a woman is being a Black trailblazer because that's who we are. We trailblaze. We don't just take something, we conquer it and make it our own.
Amen.
True. That's true. Coach Nita?
I think the beauty of being a woman is there are so many different avenues that you can do, right? We can give birth, we can take life, we can give life, we can create, we can elevate. But here's my catch-22. It sounds good in the moment, right? But how many women are actually uplifting other women on a regular basis? The thing that I love about being a woman is that most of the populations that I work with are men. And me being a queer woman, I still have the gift to be able to understand men. I still have the ability to bring healing from my soul and to project that onto other people. I always say healed people heal people, and healed people heal communities. And so for me, I think it's my superpower. It's my superpower to be able to go in there and be dominant. And I get paid to fight. So I like to fight. And being a queer woman, Portia, baby, I still get my nails done. I still get my toes done. There's such a diversity when it comes to being a woman. The other thing that I love about being a woman is the gift of grace. It takes grace. It takes a special type of grace to be a woman, because anybody can be a girl, but it takes a special grace and a special anointing to be a woman.
Amen.
Mama, you want
Okay. I always say, out of every word, there is a song. And I was in the choir. Me and my identical twin sister from little girl, Sunshine Band on up. But anyway, a song came to me. I said, you know, if I could touch someone's life or somehow go, then my living would not be in vain. And some of you may have it all kind, but you may have heard it some kind of way. And if I could just touch a life, then my living would not be in vain. So the little ones that I've touched when I was a girl, I babysitted from a little girl babysitting on. I had no problem. They'd listen to me. They mind. I played with them, but they knew when I said something, I meant it. And that's it. It just went along with me. And I've always been a lover of kids, a love of people. But the children were my heart, and so that's my testimony. And that's what the Lord is saying. Well done. If I just touched somebody's life, then I know mine living would not have been in vain. That's it. Amen.
Yes. I have to piggyback off of Coach Nita. We are a jack of all trades. We can literally do anything we put our minds to. And again, is that good at all times? Definitely not, but we can do it. We do it. We do it better than most, especially being a Black woman. I'm gonna say it. And the fact that we put our passion into everything that we do is what I love about being a woman.
I love all you guys' answers. I always say, where there is a woman, there is magic. So it's magic all the time. So my next question I want to ask you guys.
What do you have to say, Rosanda?
Huh?
Don't try to get away.
I said what I said. I said, where there is a woman, there is magic. Where there's, but I mean, to be a woman, what can I say? I just love being a woman. I love being feminine. Like, I love it's so much, I don't think I can describe it. Like,
God blessed you to be a mommy. A wonderful
God
mommy.
blessed me to be a mommy.
Amazing mom.
But that's not why I love being a woman, to be a mom. I just love being a woman. I don't think I would want to be anything else. I would never want to be a man. I love being a woman. I love everything about a woman, like how we look, how everybody is shaped differently, like how we smell. Like, I love everything about a woman. Like, I love being a woman. So
just the very essence of being a woman.
Yeah, it's just everything like that. So, okay. So I'm not even gonna do what is your superpower, because everybody explained that already. But I didn't say I think my superpower is like the gift of gab. Like, I can talk to anybody and people love talking to me. Like, they just come and talk to me and I could just be sitting somewhere. But I think that's my superpower, is like just a gift of gab in being a nurse. Like, I actually love being a nurse. I did stop being a nurse for a while because, like Nikki said, the politics, but I actually do love helping people. So I think those are my two superpowers. What do you guys think that women deserve? Like, what do you think we deserve? I feel like we deserve everything. We deserve just to have everything in life that we've always wanted. But what do you guys think that, being a Black woman, since we're Black on here, what do you guys think Black women deserve?
I believe a good Black woman deserves everything she gives. She deserves to receive the world. She deserves to receive a village. She deserves to receive the desires of her heart. But at the top of everything, she deserves to be a woman first, and to know herself first, and not to be in your late 30s or your 40s after you've gone to therapy and learned it's okay to say, I want, this is for me, and truly learn who you are. Because all of us learned our superpowers, I can almost guarantee you, a little later in life. We moved, we did things, we sacrificed, we made things happen, but we sat back and was like, what's actually my favorite color? What part was for me? Because we love so much, right? So if you see your kid happy, you're happy. That was the best day of your life, but none of that was for you. And to truly learn that we can actually say, I want this for me, and it's not selfish at all. It's an investment. I think that's the one thing that a woman deserves, is the support from other women, especially to be a woman. And last for that, as an example, that mother who may need to not be the primary parent, and it's okay for the father to have the kids, and that woman gets to stand up and you're still a mother. We deserve support and respect. That's one of the best examples I can give as far as what we deserve. We deserve life.
Thank you. Poor,
Nice. Mhm.
look, poor.
Excuse me, Miss Wells. I mean, shit. She's so calm. But I will say this: respect, and I'm talking about in every avenue of our existence. We deserve that, and I'm gonna leave it at
Yeah,
that.
that's true. Look,
Agreed.
Miss Nikki.
I think as a woman, we deserve it all because we do it all. I think we deserve respect. I think we deserve support. I think we deserve, most importantly, love, and not just love from anybody, love from our Black men. They need to be the one uplifting us at all times because we are them and they are us. Without us, it would not be them. So I think out of everything, we as Black women deserve the respect and love from our Black men.
Yes. Yes. Coach Nita.
I agree. I agree that we as women deserve respect. We deserve abundance, grace, sufficiency, um, support. Here's my bias. A woman deserves what we give. There's beauty in reciprocity because oftentimes we have this, I am woman, I am this
Mhm.
Black woman, I am this, but then our emotional integrity and us as an individual, we may not live by those standards. So I feel if we took the pronoun off and took the term off, there's a reciprocity in what you receive. So my thing is what you put out there, that's what you're going to receive in return. So if I give grace, I deserve grace. If I give forgiveness, I deserve forgiveness. But if I'm out there treating Black men, Black women, people, animals, whatever it is, disrespectfully, why do I get to be put on this throne because I'm a woman? My thing is, my grandmother would teach me, Rose. She said, Minnie, when you walk into a room, you don't rent it, you own it. So I don't care how much anxiety you have, you walk in that room and you own it. But you can only own something that you have made payments on. So my thing is, that's the beauty of reciprocity of being a woman, is I can take ownership if I'm wrong. So I can't expect for you to make peace with me if I've never made peace with you.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, Mrs. Wells.
She made me forget what I was supposed to be saying.
right?
What do you think
Was it
women
worth
deserve?
it?
What do you think Black women deserve?
Just to be loved. I mean, truly loved, respect and loved, honored. And it's just the world, if you can give it to them, the best that you could do. And you know that if they're married or that there's a significant other, their children. I could think of my mom, during the time when she was here on earth, she passed at early age. She was just 59. I hadn't started working at the post office, and so I just had like a, um, worked at Lippy Glass. I had, jobs like that, that there's warehouses and stuff. But I used to just love so much just to take her out to dinner. It was just the word others, others, doing for others, others. She was my number one person that I wanted to do others for. And it would just be, it was just the world just to do for her, just to be able to do for others.
I love it.
Me too. Okay, Mrs. Kiyosha.
I say the thing I would say that Black women, we deserve, even though we can handle it, we deserve for the world not to put everything on our shoulders. Even though we can handle it, we deserve for the world not to put everything on our shoulders. We definitely deserve better.
That's so true, because it is.
Tired, boss.
Right. Usually I'm like, shoot, yes. We deserve everything. We need our flowers while we can still smell them. Like, don't wait until people pass on and tell us, oh, she was this and she was that. Everybody, all women deserve their flowers while they are still alive and can smell them. Like that, you deserve it. But we deserve everything that we always wanted. So another thing I want to ask you guys is, what piece of advice would you give your younger self? What piece of advice would you give your younger self?
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Believe in yourself. Everything you believe about yourself is true. If you want it, you can have it. It doesn't matter if they say it's stupid. It doesn't matter if they don't believe in you. And to sum it up, excuse me, mommy, the fuck is they? They is not you. Live your life. Live your best life. You'll be okay.
Miss Porsche.
So I'm going to tell my younger self right now that I am so proud of you. You endured a lot in your upbringing, and you stayed strong throughout the process. And everything that you deserve is literally right around the corner. Keep going.
Beautiful. Very sweet.
Miss Nikki.
I think what I would tell my younger self is it's okay to be feminine. It's okay to live in your feminine energy. It's okay that you don't have to be strong and masculine all the time. Because I grew up with women that were basically men, and I was literally raised to be a male figure. I was raised to be the provider, to be the protector, to be everything that a male is supposed to be. I was raised to be that. And I think for a lot of us as African American women, we're taught to be strong. We're taught to endure. We're taught to push through it. We're taught that it has to be. So I think what I would tell my younger version, you can be all that, but still know your place and your role. You're still a woman. It's okay to be feminine.
That's good. Coach Nita.
This may make some of y'all laugh. I would tell my younger self, first of all, excuse me, legs, bitch, you're gay. Okay, I'll just start there. Okay, you've been knowing since you was a kid that you was gay. So why is you around here dating Johnny, Billy, Sammy, and all these other people to appease other people? And my grandmother, again, shout out to her. She would always say, Minnie, even if he was born a boy, you'd still be gay, but you'd be the good gay. So I don't know if she was saying like, I'd be the housekeeper, whatever it was. And I say that sarcastically because for so many years, I lived in this bubble that I didn't think people would realize who I was, just the way that I was religiously raised, right? And the reason I share that is when I decided to authentically and autonomously and just wholeheartedly just be who Nita is, I believe that when God created my DNA, when he created me, there was only one me. So why am I so busy trying to be somebody else? Why? And there's beauty in being just simply who you are. So I would tell me, girl, go and do what you need to do. I would also tell myself the reason that the Lord blessed you with the parents that you did was to have the journey and the story that you have to bless and reach other people. It wasn't designed for me to have this fairy tale life. It was designed for me to have some bullet holes in the shield so that way I can go back and show somebody else my scars and say, Portia, baby, let's go do it. Let's go do it. But for so long, I tried to walk around with this Wonder Woman cape, and I forgot when I took that cape off that I had scars on me, bro. So I'm okay now to show my scars, because now I can go get a Nikki, I can go get a Kiosha, I can literally live by the women that came before me. So I would tell me, you a bad bitch, and ain't nobody else like you.
Right.
All right, Mrs. Mommy. I won't call you sister.
Mrs. Mommy.
What
Well,
would you tell your younger self, Mommy?
I would tell my younger self, I stayed in the store shopping down the drive, that I would have started saving more earlier to go places, you know. So when I did retire, it almost seemed like, I don't know, like it was just the farthest thing off from me to be that I would ever retire. I really did. I worked at so many jobs and stuff. So it's just a blessing to have lived at my age, at 80 years old, to be able to be retired, to go someplace, not to get up with that alarm clock and out like that. And so I'm like, oh God, thank you. I made it. I lived to make it. So my younger self, to start stacking your chips earlier. You know, I wish I would have done it earlier. But I'm grateful. I'm still grateful when I did, but just a little earlier.
Okay, Mrs. Kiyoshi.
Well, I would tell my younger self, stop running. Stop running. Don't pause. You don't need a break. Money don't sleep. Live your life. Don't just wake up and be existing. You need to live it every day, because we have no idea when it's going to be over. Mm-hmm. And I would say, don't survive every day, thrive daily in your life.
That's good. I think one thing I would have told my younger self is it's okay to tell people no. Like, I always would tell people, I didn't really tell people no too often. I think I barely just started telling people no. So
That's a good one.
Right. I would tell my younger self that it's okay to tell people no. I traveled a lot, and I think I would have told myself, like, girl, finish school, because you got your first part of your nursing, and then you start making so much money, and you would go to school, stop. Now it's like, I feel like it's almost too late, but Nikki been talking to me. Everybody be talking to me like, just go back. So I would tell myself that too. But my first thing would be is it's okay to tell people no, because I was always like a people pleaser. Not like I was a yes man, but I would just always say yes. Like, okay. And I probably really didn't want to say yeah, but I still did. So let me see some of the things. Alondra said, we deserve it all, carried it all. We deserve rest. Right. It's a complete sentence. No. Yeah. So I'm finally learning how to do that. So I guess that's a lot of people. How to say no to people is for a lot of people. So does anybody on the panel have any other goals that they still want to achieve? I guess some of you guys, y'all already answered that question, huh? You have goals that you want to achieve or that you still have lined up. I think everybody does.
I'm on the fence. I think I want my PhD, but I think I never want to see a book again. Not for that, but I'm on the border. So I'm making my final decision by spring, which is why I'm getting out my content creation for that side of the business, because I'm going to need to bring in revenue so I can focus, because it's going to be very difficult in project management to get a PhD.
Let's see. I want my ranch to be up and running and fully sustainable. I want to sit back and write more books. I've only got to write 3 books, but I want at least 5 more published. So those are my goals.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I think I definitely, on top of my nonprofit, want to open up a group home some places, and I definitely want to do real estate investment in the next. That's definitely in my 10-year plan as well.
That's nice.
My
Wonderful.
my last retirement chapter is it's in the process, but I will be opening up a charter school. It's a school of wellness, and with this project, it's to target can be physical. And I think about physical education now, and it's totally different when we were all in school. If you didn't run or dress out, you didn't get credit. But I'm also thinking about the health entities that a lot of young people are being exposed to just due to the lack of movement and to exercise, and how young people now look like they're older than us. And everybody on this screen, I know, is at a very graceful stage of our lives, and we don't look like it. Portia, you still look good, but it's one of don't do me. Here comes Portia, okay? But it's one of those things to where this is my thing, but in order to do that, there's that accountability, because it sounds good, right? When it's up here, I'm gonna go back to school, I'm gonna get my PhD, and then life starts lifing. And then it's 5 years from now, and it's 10 years from now. So, Ro, I am going to hold you accountable. They say iron, Amanda knows, iron sharpens iron. It sounds empowering, right? Yay. But it's that cutting that hurts. Let you get a paper cut right now and it don't feel good. So to me, that's what accountability is. It's iron sharpening iron. And I'm going to put that knife in you and say, Ro, you said on your podcast, on March 26, 2025, that you was going back to school. So I'm going to stick that knife. I'm going to cut you a little bit. So wait,
y'all help me find some scholarships out there.
Hey, you, it's Black Girl
I got a whole book full of scholarships right here. You already know that. Don't play with me.
But yeah,
That's good to know. Thank you, madam. I will be messaging you too.
Nita, if you need some plans, I had built a charter school and never used it. I have the whole plan from K all the way through 12. I built the whole curriculum and everything. If you want it, you can have it. I'm done. I don't want to do none of that no more. Just being a college professor and working my ranch is enough. But I have the whole plan from start to finish. I even built in where all the students will learn to speak 5 languages by the time they grew up, how they knew how to do horticulture by the time they were in the 3rd grade. I built a whole system and never used it.
Can I say something real quick? Because I don't think we know each other, right? None of us come from a background with a spoon in our mouth. None of us come from a background where we don't look anything like what we've been through. None of us went the path that is, it's just easy, but we didn't complain. We upheld each other. Most of us have known each other since grade school and had each other's back consistently throughout. And we have been there for each other. Weddings, births, all of these things. I say all that to say, for people that don't know us, I want you to receive this, because this could be you. That is what Divine Purpose is about, my nonprofit. I show them what we look like. I tell them what we have been through, because there's not an excuse or a reason you can't have anything that you want in your life, because surround yourself with the right people and do your part and it will come. Don't let anybody take life away from you. Don't let your parents take life from you or the people that raised you. Once you become grown, everything is in your power. While you're in school, it's in your power. Do your best with whatever is in front of you, and God will do the rest. I promise you. And no, it don't always feel good, to Coach Nita's point. Sometimes it's a dream. I've been working on this journal for 2 years and sat down and finished it in 1 week. And I hand wrote everything. When it comes, it will come. Stop being scared. You can do it.
Mommy, what about you? Do you have any goals or that you still want to reach?
Mommy says she's ready to travel.
Yeah,
that's exactly. Yes, I want to travel.
Well, that's good, Mommy. It's in reach. It's in reach for you. You gotta make yourself get up and start walking again, Mommy. That's what you gotta do if you want to travel. We can't be pushing you around in that wheelchair. You gotta get up and start walking. Start marching.
Y'all keep me in your prayers, you all, because not only the walking, it's the sight as well. I
Yeah,
gotta
but
see.
we can help you with that. I would say one of
That's
my
that's
goals.
that's a lot.
Oh, go, mommy. You can go finish.
She said that's a lot. For us to keep her
Oh,
in her
okay.
prayers because
Whose
that's a lot.
phone? Somebody's. Is that
Oh
mine?
no, I thought you was. I didn't know you was finished talking. One of my goals, and I said that I want to do it, but I'm still learning. Like I said, I do want to go back to school, but my other thing I wanted to do is to be able to inform really Black parents on children that's on the spectrum, because I think a lot of us, I won't say probably my generation is probably the younger one, since I had a mirror so at an older age, they're embarrassed of it and they're in denial. So I want to help parents not to feel like that, and to know that the earlier you get your child therapy and everything, you're helping your child, because in the long run, if you don't get them help, they're going to grow up to be adults, and then the police don't care about them being autistic or whatever. They gonna do whatever they gonna do. So the faster you get your child help, you're helping them. So I want to be able to do that, but like I said, I'm still learning a lot of things myself. So that's one of my goals that I do want to do, is to be able to learn more about that, so I can help other Black parents in that circle, and then also to go back to school to further my education, because with me having that can help with that part too. So
Yeah. So basically, you're saying you're going to build a nonprofit for Black parents to help with their challenges of their divergent, non-divergent children. Correct. So you're going to build a nonprofit. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of I'm telling you, a lot of people, when I put it out there, a lot of them, they really don't know, but I didn't know either. Like, I didn't know a lot of things. I didn't know how many programs there is out there for autistic children. I'm still learning it now, but there's a lot of things out there for us, but you have to know, because they really don't tell you. It's like somebody has to tell you. They don't tell you. You just got to find out for yourself. So that's what some of the things that I want to do. So I thank you guys so much for coming on. Like, you guys are really all the inspiration. I really love this tonight. So
Thank you.
I think we should do more like this. Yeah, because it shows the younger generation that you can do whatever you want to do.
Whatever
and
you
look at
want.
us. Like, we all don't got it together right now, but look at us, what we're willing to do. Like, everything is not about reality TVs, that you're not going to make it doing that. Like, go out and get a trade or do something with your life to where you won't be waiting around for handouts and everything.
Yeah, pour that energy into yourself and
Yeah.
watch how everything just unfolds for you, you know?
So I thank you ladies so much for coming on. Like, I really enjoyed this.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
just
you
a
so
panel
much.
of rich Black women on here.
You already know, because I'm
The
claiming you
melanated
get there this
queens.
year. Trust.
Melanated queens, Black girl magic.
Yes.
And so, I always got to do my outro, a positive outro. So it says, the sun does not ask permission to shine, and neither do I. So that's my outro for that.
Yes.
The
thank
sun
you.
does. Yes, the
Thank you
sun
so
does
much.
not ask permission to shine, and neither do I. So I thank you guys so much for being on my show tonight. And does anybody have any last final words that you guys want to say?
Thank
I
you.
am on YouTube, guys. Y'all can see me building this ranch from scratch.
Okay, for
Because
sure.
I am doing it from scratch. We
Say the
moved
name
out
of
here
it,
with
Nikki.
nothing.
That
Say the
seems
name
like
of
a
your-
lot of
say the name
fun.
of your YouTube page, Nikki.
It is Blue Fire Ranching. And basically, all you see is we moved from one ranch that I developed to one that was pure raw land, no well, no septic, no electric. You'll see me installing and building a solar system and putting in a well, putting in the septic system. We're now moving towards building the house and building, barns and stuff, because we got 130 something livestock around these parts. I'm actually working on building our garden now. So I'm videotaping that as I'm actually building the raised beds and putting the irrigation system in. So I just really want to teach a lot of Black women. You can get out here and you don't need a whole bunch of money. You just got to have the motivation to get it
To
done.
get it done. Mhm.
Yes.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna check you out, and I'm also gonna get in touch with you too, because I want to farm in my future.
I want to
Oh,
compound.
it's
I want a
so
whole
beautiful.
Yes.
Rashonda, I have a infamous quote, and again, Legs, I apologize for my mouth. Bro made me be naughty today, and I want
What's
you to
that?
write this down. I use this quote, and it says, "Visualize a goal and make it your bitch."
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Say
All
it
right.
again. Say it again.
Put it in my notes.
Visualize a goal and make it your bitch.
All right.
Yes.
So my final thing I will say is thank you, ladies, for inspiring me. It's motivation, it's the energizer, it's a battery pack. I love you all, and I can't wait to hear what amazing things you're doing next. I'm proud of all of you.
Thank you. Thank you. So proud of all of you guys too, as well. So
Mommy,
grateful.
did you have any closing remarks?
No, I thought about Nikki. Maybe one weekend, Saturday or Sunday, she's off. Maybe someone to get a couple of cars, or let's just go out and see where she lives at, what her
You
farm.
said get in a couple of cars and go out there.
Oh, that's more than a drive, Mama.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's the best way I could put it. I know what I'm talking about.
But eventually, I do want you guys to come out. My goal right now is we're going to build tiny houses on the land. So when people come visit me, they not in the house with me, but they're experiencing the ranch in their little 2-bedroom tiny house. You know, y'all can visit me.
That's dope.
I love
Yeah,
it.
Love
how
that.
many homes you had on your property? Before the other one, the smaller ranch. Did you
Oh,
have three?
I built my house and my parents' house, and my
No.
brother was building him a house. But this one, our goal is to have about 3 tiny houses on there that people can come guest house. Just see what life is like. Cause sometimes we need some downtime, and if
Yeah.
this is peaceful for me, I think it will be peaceful for other people.
It was like log cabin houses. That's what it looked like to me.
Oh
It
yeah,
was.
and one more thing before I forget too, since Amanda had put that up about Juanita's the self-care lab 5K run is May 31st. Well, it's not a mirror, but it's the superhero 5K run, and it's for it's the 2025 Dash for Disability. So they have all the kids with the disabilities, and we do a 5K walk for them. And so if anybody wants to go, it's Saturday, April 26th from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the Hesperia Civic Plaza Park. So if
that's
anybody wants to do
pretty.
that.
Oh.
And then also Juanita's is on May 31st. It's the Self-Care Lab 5K walk/run. So
As y'all know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So it's a mental health 5K. It's our 3rd annual, and it's at Claremont High School. This year, we got professionals coming out with the timers and the gun going off, and each bib will have a built-in chip that will track their run. And most
Nice.
people probably don't know the powers of running does to mental health. And
no, I do.
they say about most people forget to run or forget to walk. So the power that this does for Mental Health Awareness Month. So last year, Ro came out. Lady A, shout out to you. Amir, this is his 2nd year, so shout out to him. But yeah, May 31st is our 3rd annual Mental Health Awareness 5K.
That's nice.
Yeah, so thank you guys again so much. And then Nikki, we're gonna have you on to do a whole show by yourself so you can have videos of the ranch and explain to us the importance of having your own ranch with this economy that we're living in now. We all need to do that. And
Yeah, because y'all was suffering for eggs, and eggs was like a drug deal for me. I was meeting people on the corner. You got that $10?
for real.
So
So everybody, and like I always say, anybody that wants to come on and talk and discuss anything, you guys are always more than welcome to come on. Like, I love when people want to come on and talk about anything that you want to talk about. So you guys are always welcome to come back and speak on whatever you want to talk about. But thank you guys so much for coming on.
This was
Mommy, do
wonderful.
you have any last words?
No, I'm just proud. I'm proud of you, Roro.
Thank you, Mommy.
Mommy's proud of you. And thank
gonna
you, ladies,
have Mommy-
for
we're gonna have
all of
Mommy
you all
come
for
on and-
supporting her. It
Yes.
makes me happy. She's happy. I'm happy. Okay.
And we're gonna have Mommy come on and do Mommy daughter talk, because she be wanting to come on and talk. She calls me all the time when I'm on the show, so she can come on and talk by herself.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting all of y'all. It's so beautiful to see other people, especially us, come out and try to inspire and educate other women to do it. So I enjoyed this, even though I need to be up at 4 in the morning. I stay with you all so we all can uplift somebody else.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, this was so
much.
wonderful. Thank you guys so much,
This was
and I'll see you
beautiful.
guys next week. Thank you.
Yes,
Good
thank
night.
you.
No.